Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bowl with Value. I'm Valerie Bercier, and this week we're going to have a 3-ball comparison based on a couple comments that I've had to review and compare the Brunswick Vaporize to the Hammer Effect, which could be a GOAT. It's definitely one of my favorite bowling balls, and the Hammer Hazmat. Stick around and see how these 3 balls compare.
Up by 12. Has it. Really good look.
Okay, we are back at Sherman Bowling Center. Picked lane 1 today, and it's actually the same summer house shot still. I think they use it for their senior leagues. So that's what's out today. And that's great because for the past, several weeks, we've been bowling on the same pattern. So it'll be great to see the Hammer Effect, which I have reviewed and compared a few times on the channel so far. Like I said in the intro, could be a GOAT, greatest of all time ball. Love this ball, and several of you have asked to review between the Vaporize and the Effect. I don't know, 3 or 4 comments, and then somebody requested also to compare the Hazmat versus the Vaporize. Hazmat's a little different. The numbers on these 2 bowling balls, the Hammer Effect and the Vaporize, are almost identical. Okay, I'll put them on the screen. I have them right here, so maybe when I'm going through, I'll talk about the exact numbers. And then the Hazmat's a hybrid cover stock. These are pearl, and it's a symmetric core. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison between that one and these 2. But here, I'm gonna get started. I did warm up and I feel pretty warm. So I'm gonna try to cross around 17 at the arrows with this Hammer Effect. Feel pretty warm, but first shot's Brooklyn. It's like one of those times where you're bowling a tournament and you're like, okay, I'm warmed up. First shot's like horrendous. I don't know if I'm the only one that has that, but I think I might be. It's actually, I should say, it's probably pretty normal. I also forgot my towel, so that's my pre-shot routine. You know what? It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit my target this time. I should be able to get it out to the dry. You should see it boomerang off the spot. Out of the back of the pattern, it should turn sideways. Ooh, interesting. I actually saw it hook. Gosh, how many feet is that? Maybe like 40 feet. I saw it start to hook and then lose a little bit of energy. Could be that I need to get a little further left with this ball, catch a little bit more oil. We'll see. I have thrown quite a few games, or I shouldn't even say games. I've used this quite a bit, not really in competition so much as the channel, practicing with it, but it doesn't have that many games comparatively. I'm gonna move 2 left off that, see if my prediction was correct. Oh, yeah. It was. It ran out of energy. It hooked. So that's what happens. When the ball hits friction, it bleeds a little energy. It's either a good thing or a bad thing. With something like this, with a ball like this that's designed to be very quick response, you might see flat 10s if it's going to be reading too early, but this is one of those balls that you're going to go to once the lanes break down just a little bit. Otherwise it might be too quick response for a very super fresh pattern. At least that's what I've seen. So let me 2 more. 2 more with my feet. Left. I'm moving left. I'm migrating left. And I'm looking at 19, 20 at the arrows. This ball is just amazing. When you go back to mine and Dasha's video with us reviewing it at the studio, we went super far left and we're still able to strike. So that was 27 with my feet. I'm gonna go to the Vaporize right there. The numbers are exactly the same, practically, right? 2.495, so I throw 14 pounds again, if you're tuning in for the first time. 2.495, 050 for the, or 046 for the Vaporize 050 is the differential. The intermediate differentials are 0.001 off. So between 0.016 and 0.017. I mean, in my opinion, negligible, but somebody might think otherwise. Clearly. All right, so I'm gonna be at 27 on my feet. Again, 1920. Didn't get it as far right, and it hooked. So, I gotta get further left and or get it to the right. So what I did like, I'm actually pretty sure, almost certain that if I did hit or throw the exact same shot with the effect that I just threw with this, it would have done the same thing. So let me hit my target, see what happens. This might be just a pinch stronger because it is brand new. So there's that. I haven't thrown it quite as many games, but bowling balls are pretty durable. Here we go. There we go. Got it to the spot. Reacted pretty similarly. It is just about as quick response as the effect. I'm looking at it right now, which I didn't think that there was a ball that was going to come close to that ball because it is so unique. It wasn't one that I thought I'd be able to use all the time. Again, because it's so, like the pearl just gets it through the front, sparks off the spot. So that's a ball you're looking for. We do need that in our bag. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go 2 left off that. 2 and 1 with my eyes. Pretty good. Now I'm thinking, how much further left can I get before it stops striking? I feel like I played this game last week with the review between the Vaporize and another symmetrical bowling ball, the Scorpion Strike. Okay, let's do that. 2 more. 31 with my feet. I'm looking at like 22-ish, 21, 22. Slid about 30. No, 35. Dang, left a 10 pin. I'm gonna go to the effect, just through the Vaporize. I'm gonna go to the effect and see if I can strike from there, what the difference looks like from there. I thought that was a quality shot. So, let's do it. Same quality shot with this one. I'm like, huh, interesting. Same reaction. For me, they're really close. And it makes sense. The fact that they're super close. And I draw my bowling balls very similarly, if not identical. So for me, I get to choose now since I have both bowling balls. Or, here's a tip. If you have 2 bowling balls that react very similarly, put surface on one, like 1000 grit, and no surface or pearl or polish on the other so that you can still have 2 different reactions. That's a little tip. That's one of my pro coaching tips for this week. Hopefully I offer those every single week for you. So might as well just stand in the same spot, see what this looks like. That I just left those two 10 pins. Again, this is a hybrid cover stock. The numbers are different. The numbers for this are 2.501, so a little higher RG, 055, so again, higher differential. Same type of thing, but again, it is hybrid. Cover stock, same finish though, out of box. Okay. Yay! Got the 10 out. That's pretty cool. I like that. What I saw was smoother response. It didn't get to the dry and kick off the spot, you know, turn the corner as quickly. It's hybrid, but some cover stocks are not like as strong. I know the Effect has cohesion additive, so it really sticks to the lane. Yeah, so that was really interesting. I like that. Let me try it again and see if I can spot some other differences to talk about. Oh, and then there's that. if you get in the oil and you don't get it to the dry, it's not going to pick up. So that's a typical house shot thing. What I was actually going to say was I didn't feel confident that I was going to strike with those two other asymmetric balls from that far left. This gave me a little bit more confidence, but not after that shot. Oopsies. Well, I'll move a couple back right and see if it looks just as good, if not better than the other two. I'll just go back those two left where I struck with both the asymmetric pearls. Yeah, you can really tell that it's a slower response. It's not slow by any means. It's still a hybrid, symmetric, but it's a little slower response. You can see that it kind of takes a little bit more to get going. It's not a boomerang off the spot. I would say if I start with a Vaporize, or if Vaporize is too quick response on the pattern that I'm bowling with, I'd go to the hybrid, Hazmat, symmetric, and then the Effect. They're the same. So these are two of my bowling balls, and I love them both, or three, I should say. But I'm thinking, like, when I'm comparing the Effect and the Vaporize, I'm gonna put surface on them, or one of them. I'll pick which one I want to put surface on. Probably carry them both in my bag because they are such good pieces, and I have such an attachment to both of them. All right, I think that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the 3-ball comparison. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know if there is anything you'd like to see reviewed or compared. And don't forget to share it with your friends that are in the market for a new bowling ball this season. So we'll see you next week.